but I'm hoping that someday I can soon. That was definitely that was a surprise because they hadn't been a winner before, so they won and as the best hotel in the entire world. So add that to your list. We've also got I think what's interesting, so the smallest hotel that was a winner was the Hotel Amparo. And that is in San Miguel de Allende, which is I would say a regular winner in the world's best awards. And what I love about San Miguel is just how the artist scene, how amazing it is, and it was great. So that was one of the smallest hotels to win, and also Secret Bay in Dominica. There are only 6 villas. Can you believe that? And they won for the top hotel in the Caribbean, Bermuda, and the Bahamas. So hold on one second. I'm going to see if I can find James. Okay, no luck yet. We'll find him again. I promise. All right, I'm gonna quickly see if I can find another winner that I can call on and see how this goes. Okay.
At the beautiful Belmont Cathedral on Mondes Bay.
It's amazing.
It is.
And what's the okay, so tell me it's warm. I'm guessing it's warm and you're by a beach, so that's great.
Wherever you are in Anguilla, you're by a beach.
Yeah. Okay, so one of the things our readers love about Anguilla, there are 33 beaches to this beautiful island, and they're all so unspoiled, the diving, the snorkeling. Tell us a little bit about what makes Anguilla so special.
What makes Anguilla special is its people. I know we have the most beautiful beaches in the world, but it's people is what makes Anguilla special. You know, the
Yeah.
warm welcome, the authentic welcome. We're genuine. We're genuinely about service and about taking care of people. And even
Yeah.
and even if you weren't paid to do it, we would still do it. And it's different,
Yeah.
unique to every other place in the world. And you can't get better than this. You know, this environment. It just
Yeah.
lends to good living.
What, so tell me again a little bit about what the situation is in Anguilla right now. I just got a question from a follower that they want to know when the borders are opening.
Well, when the borders are opening is a good guess, but we are planning on opening the borders incrementally, slowly, carefully, cautiously, because we are one of the few countries in the world that are actually COVID free. So we move
Wow.
around freely without restrictions here in Anguilla, and it's great to do that. But what we envision shortly within the next few weeks is that persons who want to rent a villa and stay at a villa or even stay at home and work in Anguilla, there will be a certain protocol in which they'll have to adhere to, but they can come to Anguilla, fly into Anguilla. You can fly in
Mm-hmm.
on your private jet to Anguilla and stay at one of our magnificent beaches or one of our magnificent villas here in Anguilla for as long as you wish.
I can fly in a private jet. I get, well, I wish I could. I don't think I can, but
Well, you can employ your private jet and do so.
what, so tell me a little bit, I guess, about what the tourist, I mean, the tourist, and the other thing, a lot of tourists right now really want villas. They want that experience too. Anguilla has many homes to rent, which I know is a really big thing. And so is there any other info you can share about what some of the hotels are doing right now?
Well, as you can expect, all of the hotels are closed right now because once we closed our borders, there were some expatriation flights. And there are still some tourists who remain on the island after that, and they're enjoying all of the services that they can have because our restaurants are open. A lot of our restaurants are open. Obviously, we don't have any private beaches, so you're free to go on the beaches, and you can see it. Look behind me, you can see how beautiful, pristine, and
I
empty they
know.
are. And even when we are to full capacity, we're not overcrowded, and that is one of the unique things about Anguilla as well. You know, we have a number of routes in which you can come into Anguilla. You can come in via air or via sea through San Juan, Puerto Rico, through St. Martin. But like I said, you can jump on one of our small airlines and have a 6-7 minute flight over to Anguilla. You can have a private charter, boat charter, and you can come over to Anguilla. So it's very easy to get here. And as you know, as you are someone who has been here several times, and I'm sure you wish you would be here now, you know, moving around Anguilla is great. You can rent a car, you can grab a taxi, and it's very simple, very easy, it's very laid back. The weather is beautiful, the people are wonderful, and there's nothing to complain about.
No, there isn't. The last time I was there was 2018.
You're
We
long
stayed.
over.
I'm so long overdue. And then the first time I went was 2007. And I have to say, look, there are, I've been fortunate enough to travel to many places in this world, but the beaches in Anguilla are just some of the absolute best because, again, to your point, it's just the natural beauty, the diving, the snorkeling, but they're never crowded. The warmth of the locals. It's easy to rent a car and drive around. You know, the island is fairly compact and you can get to places. So tell me what some of your favorite restaurants are.
One of my favorite restaurants, E's Oven, for sure. Um,
Yeah, yeah.
that's one of my favorites. I've seen E's grow from strength to strength. Andy's in the valley, you know, it's a city restaurant, but it's right in the middle of the valley. It's a restaurant that I frequent often. You know, there's the traditional restaurants that everybody knows about, like Blanchard's and the like. But those are among my favorite restaurants.
Yeah, with the last time we were there, I'm trying to remember. We went to Sunshine Shack, which was
Yes,
fantastic,
Sunshine Shack is
and
now
some of the other
relocated and
places.
new.
Straw Hat too was amazing.
Yeah.
So there's just so many good places. The food is fresh. The lobsters, the sort of just toes in the sand environment, I think is really special.
And the culinary, you know, you have John O's down in Santa Ground that's open all
Yeah.
the time. You know, there are a number of keys off islands, such as Prickly Pear Keys, Sandy Island Keys, Silly Key. There's a number of little islands, little islets that you can travel to. So there's so much to do, and we have some of the best fishing anywhere in the Caribbean. We have 200 nautical miles. You can go out and you can do deep sea fishing. It's great. It's really great. And you go out on one of those charters and you do fishing. You can come back and you can give your chef, your private chef, that fish, and have it done. I mean, what more can you ask for? This is
What
life. This is living. This
this
is Anguilla.
I love it. Well, thank you so much for joining us and taking time out of your schedule to join us today. I think, I just wanted to wish you a huge congratulations. You're a repeat winner, which shows that our readers are really passionate about Anguilla. And so all the best to you, your family, everybody on the island. Thank you, Minister.
Thank you so very much. And on the backs of so many, we have won this award. Thank
Oh,
you.
there's the award. Great. Thank you. Thanks for sharing that. Oh,
Thank you.
yay. All right.
Number
Take
one.
care. All right. Number one. Okay. Take care. Bye.
Thank you. Bye bye.
All right. Here we go. That was Minister Hayden Hughes. He's fantastic, a longtime friend of mine. So I'm going to see who else might want to join. Oh, here we go. There he is. Hello.
Jackie, how are you?
I'm fantastic. So I want to introduce my friend Michael Tall, who is the chairman of the board for Explore Charleston. So where are you right now? I know you're in Charleston, but where are you?
I'm at the Obstinate Daughter in Charleston.
Fantastic. Oh, that's so great. So I have to say, Charleston is one of my favorite places. Congratulations. This is your 8th win in a row.
Remarkable.
What does it mean to you and everybody in the city?
Well, obviously, 8 years in a row is amazing. We are so flattered from the readers to be 8 years in a row. It's just remarkable. And obviously, like Anguilla said, the people are what make Charleston so special. And so when the people vote for us and they say that we are the best, it is there's nothing better. And so we couldn't be any more proud to be the #1 city for 8 years in a row. It really is remarkable.
What I guess right now, also I should say Wentworth Mansion was the top hotel voted by our readers in Charleston, which is pretty great. Do you want to bit of details about Wentworth?
Wow, historic property. The service at Wentworth is unreal. Obviously, it's the #1 hotel in Charleston, and for a city known for hotels to be #1 is quite an honor for them. And I'm sure the owners, Lynn and Rick, would be extremely proud of Wentworth being #1, who I know you know very well. And so everything from that from that hotel, from the restaurant to the spa to the rooms, are impeccable. And it's always been one of the best hotels in Charleston, and obviously now it's #1. So kudos to them.
It's a small hotel too, which I think is always amazing. A lot of the properties that do well in World's Best are some of these intimate boutique properties that people just fall in love with.
Yeah, no question. I think that's one great unique attribute about Charleston is we have so many independent boutique lifestyle hotels, and a lot of times it's individual owners, it's people that live in Charleston that own some of these properties. And so you get a real sense of the city, and almost tour guide and every single front desk agent, housekeeper, maintenance person, everybody wants to ensure that you have a great time in our city, and our hotels are famous for that. So we couldn't be any more proud.
What else? I guess I know history, culture, arts. That's another big reason, and shopping. Another big reason our readers love Charleston.
Of course, I think one of the things that, especially right now, that's great about our city and our region is the outdoor space. So our beaches, our parks, our waterways. There are just so many places that you can get out in the outdoors and have a great time and experience nature, which I think we're all striving for some outdoor space now. And yeah, honestly, there's nowhere better. The sunsets here are breathtaking, and the marshes and the reeds and the marshes. It's a wonderful place to spend an evening with a cocktail. That is for sure.
And there are beaches around you, right? I mean, people go to the beach all the time.
Absolutely, yeah, and they're all within 15 minutes of downtown for the most part. Kiel was 30 minutes, but Our beaches are wonderful. You can bike on our beaches because at low tide, the tide goes out and the sand is hard, and that's a pretty rare thing to be able to run and bike on a beach. And so that's a great, the great attribute of our beaches, and obviously the fishing and the boating, and we have some great sandbars that make for a good spot for hanging out in the afternoon too. So very, very.
What I guess if you had to describe Charleston in 3 words, what would they be?
Oh, wow. Friendly, breathtaking, and dynamic. I think Charleston is on a projection to be a city moving forward that is leading by example.
Okay, I like that. Oh wait, do you have a glass of champagne? Do you have a glass of something, by the way?
Good question, Jackie. Of course I do.
Yay! Cheers! It's so good to see you, and I can't wait to get down to see you in person.
Yeah. Great to see your son, Charleston, again. We love having you.
I have to say the last trip I took was in February to see you, so and be with everybody in Charleston. So I really am anxious to get down and see you again. So thank you, and thanks for joining.
No, thanks so much for having us. Cheers.
Bye.
Bye.
Okay, so that was Michael. I'm trying to think of a few other things that I could share with you about a few other winners. So one of the most remote hotels out there was Awasi, Patagonia. They are in Torres del Paine, Chile. Out there. So if you want a true nature experience out in the wild, that is it. We also have Fogo Island Inn in Newfoundland. That's a repeat winner, a really interesting property. They really employed a lot of local artisans to craft all the furniture, the blankets in the rooms. It's just one of the most stunning properties out there. And they've won several years in a row, which again shows that people really are passionate about that property. All right, let's see who else might want to join. Okay. There he is. Let's hope he comes on. There you are.
Hello.
Hello.
Hi,
Okay.
Jackie. How are you doing?
I'm so good. The long-awaited James. I was teasing you from the beginning.
Well, here we are. A little bit of technical difficulty, but we're delighted to be sharing this moment with you, particularly on the 25th